Hello, everybody. Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our spring coaches here this week, and a lot of great things going on in the athletic department, especially with our baseball team. And Seth Von Behren, the head coach, joins us. And Seth, what a great four-game sweep this past weekend against William Jewell. That's a big one for the program.
It is big for the program. I was proud of the kids. The kids, their backs are kind of against the wall going into the weekend, and just kind of challenged them to play it game by game and pitch by pitch. And I thought they stayed basically with the process all weekend long and really battled and found several different ways to win. But at the end of the week, you're 4-0 on the weekend. It doesn't happen a lot in the GLVC. But I'm extremely proud of our kids for their fight and their heart and their determination to work through that weekend.
Who would have thought a Texas leaguer in the Bermuda Triangle behind shortstop would put the game winner across on Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, I feel like I was living in the Bermuda Triangle all weekend. There was a lot of different things going on, and there's a lot of different I told the kids when it was over to sweep 4 games is difficult in any league from the same team. And there's a lot of things that have got to happen. You've got to get a lot of bounces have got to go your way. A lot of great plays need to be made. A lot of good pitches need to be made. And those things went our way this weekend. William Jewell is a good ball club. They're a very good ball club. And we caught a couple of breaks along the way, and we needed them this weekend. And we're back to 8-8 in conference and back in the hunt a little bit.
Let's talk about Mitch Carragher, GLVC Player of the Week, first position player from the Saints program to be named that. Just what an unbelievable weekend. And I think that the crown jewel for that was the home run to put us right back into the mix on Sunday afternoon in Game 2.
You know, Mitch came here as a freshman, and we threw him right in the fire as a freshman, and didn't have a great freshman year, but just felt like he was going to be a pretty special player in this league when it was all said and done. He works extremely hard. He's a good leader. And you know, we moved him at the top of the order to kind of light a spark, hopefully under him and under our team a little bit. And he's taken off in that position. His home run was big. It got us back going again and gave us some life there late in the game. But man, Mitch will be the first one to tell you there's a lot of hands in that pot.
No doubt. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to the defensive side. The 2 plays that Tyler Omlad made in the 9th inning, the bunt, throw home, to cut down the runner at home, but then the laser shot that he took off of his chest for out number 3. That, I think, was the epitome of the weekend right there.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, Jim, I don't know if that's something that we do a year ago. I feel like it's not something we do 2 years ago. And some of that is a little bit to do with Omlad maturing a little bit as well. And just understanding the situations and being prepared for those situations. And, hey, man, the ball went to him, and he was ready to make the play. And the tag's got to be put down. And you know, listen, Julian Langford pitched a heck of a couple of innings to give us that opportunity. And we knew Julian was going to have to be big as we continue down the stretch here. And he threw an outstanding 2 innings for us. But, again, in order for you to sweep 4 games on a weekend, there's got to be a lot of people doing a very good job.
Well, absolutely, and I was just going to touch on the pitching. Julian slamming the door in Game 2 on Sunday. You get a great start by Robbie Gordon. You know, Steven Reynolds, I mean, up until the 7th inning, really, that was a great pitching duel that they were having. And then, you know, great pitching on, you know, with Omlad on Saturday. I mean, the pitching staff has really settled in, it seems like.
They're going to have to settle in this weekend when we play Quincy because those numbers look like video game numbers. So I hope they're settled in about Saturday at noon because Quincy's going to bring some serious thunder with their bats, and we're going to have to be on our A game and play it pretty clean. I had a great conversation with Coach Raby up there this morning, and was begging that we could just call it a split and come home and let's start over. But because they've got a great ball club.
Yeah, they're a very good team. They really are surviving on their hitting right now. And, you know, it's a great position that we're in right now because the conference is kind of turned around a little bit, it seems like. It's still, you know, parity-wise across the board, but you're seeing some teams, you know, kind of chipping in there a little bit that you don't normally see.
I don't know that I trust any weekend to win 1 game, let alone 3. And at this point, anybody can beat anybody in our league. Right. It's very balanced from a talent standpoint. And, you know, anything can happen. You've got to bring your A game. We're coming down the stretch now, and I feel like we need to – we're peaking maybe at the right time, but this thing can change in a heartbeat. And Quincy scares me. Every team scares me. But our team and our players, I think are confident right now, probably as confident as we've ever been, and not to put a whole lot more pressure on our program, but this might be the biggest weekend we've had here in 4 years.
Outstanding stuff. Thanks so much, and good luck this weekend at Quincy.
Awesome. Thanks, Jim.
Seth Von Behren joins us here on Saints Vision. The baseball team will attempt to play McKendree in a non-conference game on Wednesday, weather permitting, but they're definitely getting after it on Saturday and Sunday. 4-game set up at Quincy. You'll be able to follow all the action on our Twitter feed at Maryville Saints, and we'll have all the action for you there. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.